must together ensure that the justice is not just a lofty idea but a lived reality for all. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of our Constitution, once said, "The Constitution is not a mere life's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit always the spirit of age. It is our duty to keep up the spirit alive, to ensure that the principles as enshrined in our Constitution continue to guide our nation towards justice and equality." Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, believed that the true measure of any society can be found in how it treats its most vulnerable members of the society. As a legal professionals, the shield for the defenseless and the champions of those to seek justice. And before I conclude, I would like to
citizen. Today we look back at the great men and women who dedicated their life and spirit to the country. Nobody here, we in the middle and two on each side. We see what is happening in Bangladesh and many a time to our other neighbor. We can be proud as a nation to have inherited the values from the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, whose tolerance, non-violence and untiring efforts for freedom and social justice has kept us steadfast in our goals for the society that is rid of petty thoughts on caste, creed and color. This is also an appropriate time to reflect on the role of lawyers and jurists in the process of nation building. The paramount role played by the lawyers in the independence movement and in the social and political evolution of independent India has been widely recorded and celebrated. Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, to name a few. Closer home are Burgula Ramakrishna Rao, Konda Lakshman Bapuji, Konda Venkat Rangareddy, Nyayapati Subbarao Pantulu, to name a few. There is no surprise, lawyers have a natural predilection for the rule of law in society. As is seen in the legal history of independence, the legacy of activism from those who led the freedom movement. Lawyers, it said, are the foot soldiers of our constitution and the guardians of justice. The real need of the hour is a glowing testimony of the importance historically placed by the Telangana society on the cherished values of freedom and egalitarianism that have only thrived and flourished after the enactment of the Constitution of India. Justice B.R. Gawai, in his opinion in the recent judgment of the state of Punjab versus Devinder Singh, the SC subcategorization case, recounted the sage words of Dr. Ambedkar, which are as relevant now as they were when made. Dr. Ambedkar, in his reply to the debate on the final draft of the Constitution, said, and I quote, "We must do is not to be content with mere political democracy. We must make our political democracy a social democracy as well. Political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of it social democracy. Social democracy means a way of life which recognizes liberty, equality and fraternity as the principles of life. They form a union of trinity in the sense that to divorce one from the other is to defeat the very purpose of democracy. There is no denying that
Arade Garu to give his lordship's message on the eve of Independence Day."
To all of you, my esteemed sister and brother judges, former judges of this court as well as common court, Mr. A. Sudarshan Reddy, Advocate General for the state of Telangana, Mr. A. Narasimha Reddy, Chairman Bar Council of Telangana, Mr. A. Ravinder Reddy, President Telangana High Court Advocates Association and other office bearers, learned senior advocates, learned members of the bar, registrars of the High Court, Director Judicial Academy, Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Services Authority, Secretary, High Court, Legal Aid Committee, judicial officers and staff members of the High Court. Freedom. The theme for this year's Independence Day celebrations is Viksit Bharat, which celebrates the gifted freedom in all its essence. On the occasion of 78th Independence Day, we have gathered here not just to remember the birth of our nation, but also to reflect on the values that have shaped into vibrant democracy we are. The legal fraternity has participated actively in our freedom movement and was instrumental in resisting the colonial authority. With the dawn of independence, the judiciary assumed new role as guardian of our constitution. The framers of our constitution, many of whom were deeply influenced by their experiences in the legal profession, entrusted the judiciary with the responsibility of upholding the rule of law and protecting the fundamental rights of every citizen. The courts have since then played a pivotal role in shaping our democracy. The landmark judgments rendered by the courts have not only expanded the scope of fundamental rights, but have also reinforced the principles of secularism, social justice, and equality. Our constitution, which we adopted in 1950, is not just a legal document, but is the very foundation of our democracy. It represents the hopes and aspirations of a diverse nation, providing a framework for governance that approach the dignity of every individual and safeguards the unity and integrity of our country. The Constitution enshrines the principles of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These are not mere words, but are guiding lines that have steered our nation through challenges at times. Our focus in Telangana High Court has been on enhancing access to justice for all citizens. It gives me immense pleasure to reduce the pendency by 9,810 cases at the High Court level. The High Court has pioneered several initiatives aimed at making judicial process accessible. We are making great strides in computerization of the High Court model districts. It gives me an immense pleasure to announce the launch of all new official website of High Court and electron, which will be inaugurated shortly, hopefully in this month itself. From today onwards, as you all know, a free wireless internet facility is made available in the premises of the High Court for the benefit of advocates and parties in person. A dedicated RTI portal for the High Court has also been launched. In 4 Lok Adalats held between August 2023 to July 2024, 73,786 cases have been settled and an amount of rupees 4.94 crores has been paid under the victim compensation scheme. A 40-hour training program on mediation was conducted by Telangana State Legal Services Authority, which was attended by 15 senior advocates and 3 judges of effect from 1st of July this year, replacing Indian Penal Code of Criminal Procedure and Indian Evidence Act. The High Court has already framed rules to ensure effective implementation of the new laws, and the State Judicial Academy has organized several training programs for judicial officers and other stakeholders in coordination with State Judicial Academy. The judges as well as advocates are equal stakeholders in the administration of justice. Several talented youngsters have joined the bar, which assures us about the bright future of the judiciary. It is the duty of junior members of the bar to learn from seniors not only the law and procedure of practice but also ethical values of the profession. I urge the senior members of the bar to share their wisdom with the new entrants and to take out some time from their busy schedule to handle cases. It is heartening to note that state government has allotted a budget for construction of new High Court, which will house all the stakeholders. As we celebrate our achievements, it is equally important to look into the future. The Telangana High Court is committed to continue its effort to make judicial system more efficient, transparent and responsive to the needs of people. On this day, let us review our commitment to principles of our constitution and let us pledge to build a society where rule of law prevails and every citizen has opportunity to shine. So far as suggestion made by Mr. A. Narasimha Reddy, Chairman, Bar Council of Telangana, I am happy to inform you that that we have already recommended enactment of Protection of Advocates Act to the state government, and we will pursue it. And very soon, I am sure that Telangana Advocates Protection Act would be a reality. Once again, I extend my warm greetings to all of you on this Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Milad. The High Court employs force and